Just a couple of weeks ago, Mick Lynch, leader of the RMT, gave an almost unnoticed speech calling for a return to the union-dominated days of the 1970s and 80s. Back then, the UK was dubbed the sick man of Europe, with strikes crippling the nation, unburied bodies, rubbish piling up, and a miners' strike that led to a 3-day work week. I assumed no one would seriously want to return to that chaos, but I was wrong. After reading the Employment Rights Bill published by the government, it's clear that Labour's Keir Starmer and Rayner are right there with Lynch, pushing for a union resurgence that could paralyse business growth and progress. This bill is a game changer for anyone who thought we had moved beyond the stranglehold unions once had on British industry. Shockingly, nearly a fifth of the 149-page document focuses on giving unions more power, likely payback for the £10 million they gave Labour last year. Here are some of the key changes. Union recognition. If just 2% of a company's workforce joins a union, formal recognition must be granted. No longer will 40% of workers need to agree for collective bargaining to start. This will drive investors like Amazon away from the UK. Strike ballots. Strikes will now require only a simple majority in a vote, even if turnout is low. For example, if 12% of workers vote and just 7% back a strike, it'll happen. Electronic voting for strikes will also be introduced. Public service strikes. Current rules ensuring minimum service levels during strikes in essential sectors like healthcare will be scrapped. So, if doctors or nurses decide to strike, there's no guarantee they'll be there to save lives. Union perks. Union equality officers will be given time off to promote equality in the workplace. And companies must provide union reps with office space, straight out of the 1950s. Political fund contributions. The Conservatives had introduced an opt-in system for union members, contributing to political funds, mostly benefiting Labour. The new bill reverses that, forcing automatic payments into these funds, sending millions more to Labour, whether union members agree with it or not. These changes will undoubtedly lead to more strikes, more unreasonable pay demands, and more confrontations between union leaders like Lynch and Downing Street. It feels like we're heading back to the days of Harold Wilson, who eventually grew fed up with union giants staging constant strikes and famously told them, "Get your tanks off my lawn." If this bill passes, I expect we'll be saying the same thing all over again. The next Conservative leader will need to promise to repeal it once Labour is out of power. Because how Starmer can reconcile this union power grab with his supposed plans for economic growth is beyond me. Unions fought tooth and nail against any technological progress. And if this bill passes, that's the future we're returning to. It's a sad outlook for the younger generation. But if there's one silver lining, it's that this will likely make Labour a one-term government.